Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa and I make lifestyle videos and I post every Wednesday. So if that's something you'd be interested in, then please stay and subscribe and join the family. And yeah. A while ago, I asked you guys if you want to see my book tour / bookshelf tour, and some of you said yes. So that's what I'll be doing today, but I also decided to mix it up a little, so I won't actually show you my bookshelf. I have all my books by my side, and I'm gonna answer like book tag questions, and yeah, let's just get started. I have all the questions written down here. So the first question is, do you get sick while reading in the car? And the answer to that question is no, I don't. Thankfully, I don't get sick watching anything. I don't get sick reading, and I know a lot of people do. My sister actually struggles with it, and a lot of others, but I don't, thankfully. Do you like the smell of books? And / do you smell books? Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. I am absolutely obsessed with the way the books smell for some reason. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you a few books. Dear Life book, and it's a winner of Nobel Prize in literature. I didn't know that. I got it, I think it was a gift, but I'm not really sure. So that's the first book. Then we have The Catcher in the Rye. This. And my sister actually bought it. I think she had it for the Matura exams. Then we have The Van, Diamond as Big as the Ritz, In Order to Live, and I'm pretty sure that was a gift as well. Books that I had for my Matura exam in Slovenia, and that is Krasni Novi Svet, which is, I think, like A Brave New World, and and Alamut, which I think it's Alamut, I don't know. Hunger Games trilogy right here. It's also my sister's, but I keep it for her for safekeeping. Books with or without illustrations. I think I like both, but I would say with, because I think that's really amazing when you read a book and it has like illustrations of potions and of their language and stuff, you know, that happens sometimes. And I also have the two illustrated books of Harry Potter, but they're stored away right now and I can't get to them. But I have the first one and the second one, and the third one comes out this year, and I'm also gonna buy it. I also have the completed Harry Potter Chronicles books, and I have this version. I don't know, I think it's really beautiful. I think it's so magical. I also have the first and the second book in Slovene. Do you have any funny stories involving reading books from your childhood? Yes, yes, and yes, yes, yes. I am I have dyslexia. I'm dyslexic. I have dyslexia, and when I was younger, I was reading this book about, I think it was an owl like whoo, and I was reading out loud to my dad, and he was filming me, and my reading was absolutely horrible. I couldn't read few words, and it was really funny. If I can find that video, I will insert it right here. I am deeply ashamed of it, but yeah, fun fact, I was always really insecure about my reading in high school, in primary school, and just in school in general. I was so afraid to read. My biggest insecurity was when people like said that I couldn't read, and not a lot of people actually said that. But once I heard that there was like this show in school and somebody actually suggested that I would do it, and this other girl said, like, why would Vanessa do it? She can't even read. Which was like, so bad. I wanted to cry. Because like, kids are just mean. What's the tiniest book on your shelf? I had this one small little book since I was like a child, and if I can remember the title, I would say I will like write it here, and I feel like it's like Caesar's Clothes or something, Cesare Oblacila, something like that. It was so cute, it was so little, and I loved it. But it was basically about these two guys that didn't make like clothes for their king or something, and then they pretended that they made it and they showed him. It was basically nothing. So long story short, he walked through the crowd of people naked. And the thickest is definitely Game of Thrones books, because have you seen Game of Thrones books? They're huge. This one is in Slovenia and it's really big. The only thing that bothers me about my Game of Thrones book collection is that they are not the same. Like, my books are not the same. The second one I have like in this collection, and then the next 3 are actually the same. So yep. Do you write? Yes, I do. I think I mentioned in a lot of videos that I'm trying to write, and that I actually wrote few tiny books, or like whatever. And it's not a book if it has 40 pages, but I did. Yes, I still do. Right here I have The Prince of Thorns, I have Girl Boss, Sesson's Blade, Press, which this is one of my favorite book chronicles ever. Lunar Chronicles are just my favorite books. Without it, like, really, it's one of my favorite books ever. I have Paper Towns, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Rebel Bell, The Fault in Our Stars, Extraordinary Means, which is such an amazing book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. What's your favorite classic book? My favorite classic author and book is by Oscar Wilde. I think he's an amazing author, and The Picture of Dorian Gray or An Ideal Husband. We had it for like our matura exams, and not a lot of people liked it, but I thought it was cool. I really liked Oscar Wilde. I loved that book. Yeah, that's what all I would show it to you, but I lend it to my boyfriend. Also, the Animal Farm that I own, because they also have it for their mature exam, so I gave him the 2 books. Was your best subject English? Yes, definitely. It was one of my favorite subjects since primary school, because I was good at it and I loved speaking English and I loved everything. I loved my teacher in primary school. She was the most amazing teacher ever. What's your favorite word? I don't know. Magic. Yes, I think I would go with magic. I really don't know what's my favorite word. I never really thought about what's my favorite word. I do know that I like the way words sound, but I think for the meaning in something, I would say magic. Twilight Chronicles, or how you call that collection book, and it's also from my sister's. There are a few books missing because I lended them to a few people. Sometimes you don't get them back, so don't do that. Some my mom has, because she's reading books, and she has 3 of my books downstairs. Did she read them? Probably not, you know. Probably not. I don't know. Zombies or vampires? Vampires. Definitely vampires. I don't really like zombies that much. Love triangle or forbidden love? Definitely forbidden love, because I think love triangles are usually boring, and even if in Vampire Diaries there was like a huge, you know, love triangle between Stephanie and Damon, it was like a huge part of the TV show, and I always feel bad for the person that doesn't get the girl, because I don't know, I just feel like Stephanie and Alina had an amazing love. I was rooting for Alina and Damon, but I still thought that they were amazing together, and I just felt bad, you know. I don't really like love triangles that much. And the last question is shapeshifters or angels? Shapeshifters, because they can be anything they want to be. They can shapeshift, but then again, angel, I don't know. I would definitely probably go for shapeshifters. If somebody asked me if I want to be a shapeshifter or an angel, I would say shapeshifter, because who wouldn't want to be all those amazing shapes? Okay, so this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't want to just like show you my shelf, because I thought that was kind of boring and I wanted to switch it up a little. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.